Now, Captain, before we come to the nitty-gritties of why you are here, I want to start first by referring you to your affidavit, Exhibit 000, and then just want to go through with you on your curriculum vitae. Now, your testimony is that you joined the FSL Holistic Section in 2005, correct?
That is correct, my lord.
And then you've mentioned your other academic qualifications, of which I've got no interest.
Who is this? And what have you done with the OG Rams? Is this the new and improved advocate Ramosepele? Let me tell you something about Judge Retta's courtroom. It will change you, okay? It will mold you. You will say things you normally wouldn't say. This is Advocate Ramosepele, king of I am indebted to the court. Now he is saying, I have no interest in your academic qualifications. I blame Umnisi for this. Maybe I blame Gomezulu just a bit, but it's giving a touch of Umnisi in here. And Rams are now taking over qualifications. So by the time it gets to Queen Mshololo can't even hammer the witnesses. Judge Retta's courtroom has surely changed. But you know what? We're day 2 of a Captain Ntini, a captain, I don't know, I can't recall. Who am I? Remember, let's go ahead. Let's just like the video right away and let's jump into this nonsense.
To date, you are roughly 19 years within the holistic section, correct?
That is correct, madam.
At 2.1.5 of your affidavit, you state, and I quote, I visited the following firearm and ammunition manufacturers to ascertain the processes that are used in the manufacturing of firearms and ammunition. 2.1.51 Pretoria Metal Pressing, PMP. What do they do?
They manufacture ammunition, my lord.
And ammunition, do they, amongst others, manufacture also 9mm parabellum, 9x9mm parabellum, and 9mm Luger ammunition?
That is correct, my lord.
Now, briefly, your excursion there, what did you observe? Just in brief, we not a PMP.
My lord, what we've seen there is how they put the ammunition components together and the testing afterwards, my lord.
And were you also at that institution or factory or taught that some items, be it firearms, firearm components, or ammunition that are consecutively manufactured will have later on same marks or striations upon firing? Were you also taught that?
My lord, at PMP they do ammunition. I don't know if they do firearms, my lord.
Oh, okay. At 2.1.52 of your affidavit, you also visited some camp in Cape Town. What do they do?
They also manufacture ammunition, my lord.
And by ammunition, we mean your pistol, revolver, ammunition, hunting rifles, and the like.
That is ammunition, my lord.
And NGA, New Generation Arm, what do they do?
It's ammunition, my lord.
And I see in your CV, because your career at the time was still in its infancy stage, have you visited manufacturers of ammunition, firearms outside the Republic of South Africa?
No, my lord. I've never visited the ones outside South Africa, my lord.
And at 2.3 of your affidavit, you state that I've attended the following internal and external training interventions. I'm more concerned about the external training interventions. Where did you attend those? What do they entail?
My lord, 2.1.6.1 to 2.1.6.4, my lord. Those were provided by an external provider, my lord.
Yes, that external service provider. Who is that, and when did you attend those interventions that you called it?
My lord, the ones that I've mentioned, I've attended them between 2012 and 2013. And the external provider was Bevel, Gardner and Associates.
And did you go to Bevel Gardner in the United States, or did they send trainees and workshop presenters here?
No, they've sent them here, my lord.
And then at 2.4 of your affidavit, you state that you were declared competent and proficient in the forensic ballistic examination. And I believe yesterday you said this was in 2009. Is that correct?
That is correct, my lord.
Now, by being declared competent and proficient, the word proficiency, do you take any proficiency tests before you are declared to be now a forensic ballistic examiner?
I took a competency, my lord. And after a competency, when I am declared competent, then I will do the proficiency. And proficiency test, my lord, is an ongoing thing. I do proficiency testing annually, my lord.
But does that entail a written test, an oral test, a field coursework test, a practical test? What does that entail?
Correct, my lord. I've written tests, I've written assignments, my lord.
And then the annual proficiency test, who's the service provider that is procured to conduct those proficiency tests on behalf of the ballistic section of FSL?
We do proficiency test, my lord, internally. We also we're also involved in something that we call CTS, my lord. That is the one that is just from outside, my lord.
Internally, who evaluates, say for example yourself, when you do the proficiency test?
It's our quality office, my lord.
Comprised of who? That quality office comprised of who? Who are the persons that are in that quality office?
In most cases, the proficiency test, my lord, will get them from Lieutenant Colonel Ntongana. Ntongana.
And then who is CTS that provides the external arm of the proficiency test?
It also comes from her office. They are the ones that are communicating with those service providers, my lord.
Now, you are declared competent and proficient in 2009, having joined in 2005, right?
That is correct, my lord.
Does that mean then, from 2005 until your certification, you were doing work under the supervision of a qualified examiner?
My lord, at my workplace, we've got different levels, my lord. You get training on a certain level, and then you get certified. Then when you go to the other one, the certification goes down. It covers the ones that are on top, my lord.
Let me see your CV. Yeah, we are now done with your CV. You've testified and you've been cross-examined by my learned colleague, Mr. Ngomezu.
So one thing about Ramosepele, okay, he is the technical guy, okay? If you don't pay close attention, you might miss it. And, you know, sometimes it takes me a while to get where he's going with it. And most of the times, full confession, full honesty, I get bored. I get bored. But, you know, with Ramosepele, you have to exercise patience. There is a method to the madness. And here he was going on, oh my God, and on about Captain, I can't recall's qualifications. How did you get it? Who certified you? How long did it take you? Blah, blah, blah. All those questions. I think he was trying to establish that Captain Dini works under Mangena, therefore he is indebted, okay, to Mangena. But the quality team is not Mangena. So I think that's why he dropped it. I could be wrong. And so that's why we see Ramosepele now moving to part 2 of his question and answer session. And we're going to see if Ramosepele is going to have more luck than Ngomezulu. At the beginning of Ramosepele's cross-examination, well, of course, after he says, I don't really care, I believe he was trying to say, listen, I'm the good guy, okay? Don't worry about Ngomezulu. He's a drama king, but I'm here, okay? I'm your friend. I'm just going to ask you basic questions. It's not going to be hard. It's not going to be complicated. So you can trust me. I think that is also the angle he was going with, but I'm still can't put a pin to exactly what he was trying to get out of his qualifications. So let's listen to part 2 of his question and answer session, and let's hear where Ramosepele goes with this.
You've testified and you've been cross-examined by my learned colleague, Mr. Ngomezu. that you attended the scene on the 27th of October 2014, and by the scene I'm referring to 13511 Kutlwanong Street, Mzansi section for Suaras in Spring View, together with Captain Makati, and by then I think it was still Captain Mangena, now Lieutenant Colonel Mangena, correct?
That is correct, my lord.
At that time, what was your rank in 2014 October the 27th?
I was a warrant officer, my lord.
And by policy and standing orders, warrant officers, whenever they leave for a scene, be it at FSL, LCRC, CRC, they are obliged to have a pocketbook with them detailing their movement, their role on a particular matter that they are attending, correct?
At my office, my lord, we are using diaries, my lord. Okay, at that time I was using diary.
Oh, Rams did what? That is a gotcha moment, because with Ngome Zulu, did you not say you don't recall anything? Did you not say you went to get the measuring tape? Did Ngome Zulu not have to say maybe you were in the car at the time? But what? You were a warrant officer, sir. Now, as a warrant officer, Rams is right. You're supposed to have your pocketbook, but you didn't have it. And conveniently, you don't remember anything either. Wow. I'm impressed with you, Ramosepele. Good digging there. You took it all the way back. Excellent. But you know what? Now he comes back and he tells us, well, yes, I was a warrant officer, and in the forensic dun department, we don't use pocketbooks, okay? Because, you know, we're the ballistic guys, we use diaries. Now let's find out about this diary, where it is, and why he can't recall anything.
Were you using a diary in October 2014 at the time of your visit to the scene on the 27th?
My lord, I cannot recall, but what I know is that when I go to the crime scenes, normally I don't go with the diary. Because if it is my scene, there are documents that I will complete, my lord.
You see, the reason I'm asking you this is that, and it's immaterial to me whether it was your scene or not. You were out working on the day, you were paid on the day. These forms that you submitted here, the motor logbook, that's a copy. I know this was for cleaning over time. So you were working on the day. You must account that you were working, and therefore there should be the documentation that shows I was out with Colonel Mangena, we went to a scene, but it's not important, that aspect. The important aspect is this. Under cross-examination from my learned colleague, you are blank as to what you did on that day at 27 at Mzansi section for Suaras at the scene.
My lord, it's in 2014. Today is 2024. Some of the things I won't recall from my head, and I think it's human not to recall some of the things, because it was not my. If it was my case, my lord, if I was the examiner of the crime scene, then I will be having my own notes and everything, and the statement, my lord.
I'm not going to belabor this point, but my point is this. Throughout this case, I've seen this tendency and this behavior. Police officers come and testify here. You ask for a pocketbook, a diary. One has grown legs, one it was not my scene, so I did not need to fill in. But I'm not going to belabor it. I'm going to argue it at the end of this case. Now, except for what Mr. Gomez asked you, the assistance that you provided to Colonel Mangena on the 27th of October, you cannot add anything more because your memory has become foggy, because it's been a while. It's been many years, correct? You cannot add anything to say, I was fetching a measuring tape, perhaps I was doing this. You cannot say exactly what you did.
I cannot be specific, my lord.
Now, there's what's called, when you arrive at the scene, the walking through of the scene by either an SAPS member who was securing the scene or a senior officer that is in charge of that scene to take either LCRC, ballistics, or criminal record center through the scene. Do you remember a Captain Bentley that received you, Captain Mangena, and Captain Makati on the 27th of October 2014?
My lord, as I've alluded that I accompanied Colonel Mangena. So me and Captain Makati, we were following Colonel Mangena. He's the one who knows who contacted him and who is the crime scene manager or whoever who's taking through the scene, my lord.
I'll take that. Colonel Mangena was his scene, so he was the lead. As Captain Mangena is processing the scene at 13511 Kutlwanong Street, Mzansi section for Suaras. During the time, you are with him, Colonel McCarthy, Captain Mangena. Was there any other police officer that you can recall that was present as now the ballistic section is in charge of processing the scene? Do you recall any police officer from any unit, not from ballistics, it may be any other unit that was present?
A lot, even if I can't say clearly who the person is, but some from CRC,
yes,
or LCRC, there was somebody, if my memory serves me well. But other police officers, we found police officers on arrival, but as who they are, I cannot tell you.
So in my previous video, I didn't comment on Umnisi, who was giggling half the time when Ngomezulu was cross-examining Captain, I don't know, I can't recall, Captain Planet over here, okay? But you know what? And some of you were like, oh, why didn't you talk about it? Because it is hilarious. Of course it's hilarious. And I know that Umnisi is going to build a whole show for us, okay? It's a production. And you know what? He has 2 weeks to prepare for this witness. So we are guaranteed a showdown. But I digress. I want to talk about, in the background over here, Unqumalo. Now, Uzithulele Nqumalo, the entire time, Ramosepele, rewind and watch it, okay? You'll see it yourself. You will see the moment Uzithulele stops tooling, okay? So this is... Ramosepele as this Captain Planet, Captain Ntini, Captain Tontoni, Captain I can't recall that what. So at the scene, name anyone, okay? They don't have to have been from ballistic. Just give it one name. Surprise me, okay? Advocate Zitilele Nqumalo, he turns around, is like, okay, this is the moment. This is the moment. Captain Tini is going to shock us. And of course, sticking to the script, he says, I cannot recall. Look at how Unqumalo bursts out laughing like he cannot tula no more, okay? He bursts out laughing. He cannot believe his ears. He cannot believe how persistent this man is. Now, the question I have, okay, because he didn't cross-examine Captain Grobler over there, will he cross-examine Captain, I cannot recall. And that is yet to be seen. It is a developing story, ladies and gentlemen. But let's get back to Ramosepele. Oh, how is he going to handle this foggy memory moment?
What I know, my lord, further is that when we go to the scene, there should be somebody who's going to point us where the scene is, my lord. We cannot just go inside the scene.
Yeah, that I've already said. There must be either an SAPS member, uniformed, or a senior officer that is in charge of the scene that will take you through the whole thing, whether he's taking LCRC, CRC, ballistics, DNA, whoever. But the question that I'm relating to, there's an officer who made a statement, Exhibit L1, an officer, ABA, Sifularo Montwedi, who testified, who deposed to a sworn statement that he's from Provincial Investigative Unit. At the time he was based there. And then that he attended the scene on the 27th of October 2014. And at some stage, when the ballistic unit was busy processing the scene, he says the following, and I quote verbatim: Captain Mangena took exhibit of spent cartridge that was found on the door frame. And I close. That's the quotation. The statement has already been read in record in full. Did you observe that? Do you know this person, or did you see this person? Maybe Sifularo Montwedi.
I don't know the person, my lord.
And that which he describes in his statement, or that he mentions in his statement, to say he saw Captain Mangena removing a spent cartridge found on the door frame at the scene. Did you see that yourself?
I did not see that, my lord.
Perhaps you had gone to fetch the measuring tape. Now, let us go to this aspect of your... I'm done now with the scene. I'm not interested whether you attended the post-mortem, because you were also an assistant there. That was not your scene, correct?
That is correct, my lord.
I've said this before, I will say it again. Who is this? And what have they done with the real advocate Ramosepele? What have they done with Urams? Okay, who is this man who just dropped the mic and said, you had probably gone to get the measuring tape? What is this? What is going on? This is a moment, because Rams is out of control. Out of control. Call a point of order, comrade. Because wow, that was epic though. That was epic, and we got no comment from Untini. Okay, he's not going to fight for his life for that one. And we saw the judge hold his mouth, okay, because the judge said, Andisi, I'm not descending into the arena. I am staying out of it because, man, this man cannot recall anything. We just need him to remember at least one thing. Rams transitions to, I'm not even going to bother with the autopsy, okay, because you don't recall, right? Your foggy memory is very, very foggy on that day. It is as foggy as the snow that has fallen down. And you know what? That was hilarious. You know what? So that I don't make this video too long, I'm going to drop a part 3 of Ramosepele. So please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, okay? Let me know what were your top key funny moments in these clips. I can't believe I'm doing a funny video of Ramosepele, okay? My funny videos are from Ungome Zulu and also Umnisi, but Rams has joined the comedian club, okay? He has come, but he says it with a straight face, okay? He's not laughing, but he's still dropping them beats. Thanks so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're watching from outside the club, it is a great day, okay? It is the day that the Lord has made. It is a great day for you to subscribe to the channel. Why? So that you turn on your notifications, okay? And you get a notification when I drop a part 3, okay, of Ramosepele. And you know what? Also, take a moment to consider subscribing to my other channel, okay? Because what? The president, Cyril Ramosepele, is over there in New York, in the United Nations. And you already know I will drop a video on that as well. But on my other channel where we talk politics unfiltered. That is it from me today. Thanks for watching. I will catch you on my next upload. I'm Mzansi Unfiltered, checking out. Catch you on my next upload.
My Lord, I'm indebted.
Yeah.
As the court pleases, my Lord, I'm indebted.
Yeah.
If the grooves don't fit, acquit the 5 accused. Nisi has done a fantastic job proving there was no match.